People, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Still on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu release, his family have reacted to the statement made by the president when he was visited by the key elders of the Southeast, and they are relating the consequences of allowing their brother to rot in detention. Meanwhile, also Horiwa have reacted to the statement made by the president about the difficulties surrounding the release of Nnamdi Kanu, though he said he will consider it. We're going to be looking at this 2 news in a jiffy, but before we do that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. The family of Nnamdi Kanu has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to heed pleas by Igbo leaders and release their son. Kanu's younger brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, said that Buhari should consider the request by the eminent Igbo elders as a mark of respect for the Igbo nation. He said that one of the ways to kickstart the process of national healing is the unconditional release of Kanu. Prince Emmanuel expressed hope that President Buhari will give urgent attention to the pleas of the elders. Adding his voice, Kanu's first cousin, Mr. Chijindu of 4, urged the president not to throw away the passionate appeal by the elders who represent the entire Igbo race. Ofo said that the immediate and unconditional release of Kanu has become necessary because of his deteriorating health. He raised fresh concern over Kanu's health and safety following the alarm by Kanu's lawyers on Thursday that he was subjected to harsh, degrading, and inhuman conditions in detention. He said that Kanu should not be allowed to die in detention or be incapacitated, warning that Nigeria might not be able to contain the aftermath of any of such eventualities. According to him, he said, I appeal to the federal government to listen to the voice of wisdom and allow Nnamdi Kanu to go home so he can attend to his failing health. Nigeria may not survive the fallout of anything untoward if anything untoward happen to my cousin. So why not save the country such needless pains? Meanwhile, in another development, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Horiwa, has declared its support for any approach to a constructive resolution of the crisis in the Southeast. The group maintained that the crisis rocking the region is instigated by the actions or inactions of certain forces embedded in the current federal administration in Abuja. Therefore, it says that any political solution to the crisis is a welcome development and decision and is in no way an interference with judiciary because the president, through his Attorney General of the Federation, instituted the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu. According to Horiwa, it read thus: first and foremost, the crisis started when President refused to accord the Igbo nation the constitutionally mandated and required equity and equality of citizenship of Nigeria by not considering anybody in the Southeast to head any security under his watch. Nobody from the Southeast is holding any command or leadership position of a security institution under his current administration. The over 60 million Igbo citizens of Nigeria were practically pushed out of Nigeria by Mr. President when he did not trust any Igbo person for appointment of or into any strategic dimensions as one of the security chiefs under his government. So Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB are just mere manifestation of the deep-seated collective anger of the Igbo nation instigated by marginalization and our party policy of President Muhammadu Buhari exclusionist policies targeted against the Igbos. So it is Mr. President that caused the problem in the first place. So he should resolve it by releasing Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and ending the systematic persecution in the High Court of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu alleged offenses which is broadcasting through his IPOB radio station in a remote part of London is not up to 50% what Nasser El-Rufai or Sheikh Gumi have done and said against Christian and southern Nigeria, but they are free, but Nnamdi Kanu is detained because he is an Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu has not done or said half of what Sheikh Ahmed Gumi has done or said in the media, yet he is a free man moving around with security, whereas the other one is still in detention because he is an Igbo man and his life is still threatened. Gumi mingles with insurgents, but he is free. Nnamdi Kanu set up an agitation organization called IPOP to campaign peacefully for self-determination, but he is in detention and his life is under severe threat due to the grave conditions under which he is being detained. The statement by Mr. President that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will violate or amount to interference with the judiciary is not correct. That is not the correct position of the law. This is because what is going on between Nnamdi Kanu, the government of Muhammadu Buhari, and the DSS is not prosecution but persecution. Mr. President said if he released Nnamdi Kanu, it would amount to interference of the judiciary. Which judiciary? Is it the judiciary the DSS has taken over or seized the control of who goes in or come out, that the federal government executive arm controls the premises and determine who comes in or out, that the president is talking about? DSS has already hijacked the Federal High Court, so the executive arm of government under President Muhammadu Buhari has already hijacked the judiciary. Lastly, under the Constitution, the Attorney General of the Federation who begins an action can terminate it at any time based on public interest. So they should release Nnamdi Kanu immediately because of public interest, equity, justice, fairness, and equality of citizenship. If Gumi and El-Rufai, who admitted paying armed Fulani militia to stop killing Christians, and Gumi, who defend insurgents, are free, why detain Nnamdi Kanu? These were the words that were said by Horiwa, signed by Emmanuel Onwubiko, who is its national coordinator, on Friday. Wow, this is everybody are just talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu based on the fact that the president has given hearing to some Igbo elite, and all of that. I feel at this point, for the public interest, for the fact that we want the country to be together again and we want peace to return to Southeast, we are all pleading that the president should give consideration to it, because if we go to Southeast now, very few people are there. A lot of young dudes who had planned of staying back and building the Southeast because of what is going on there. Most of them do not want to stay. They are quitting and they are walking away. I feel that the president can do something drastic, about this situation, and can, write his name in the books of the history of Nigeria as the only president who was able to control a tense situation that we have found ourselves. That's just my, humble opinion. The family has called out, they are crying out because of what the lawyer said about the inhuman condition of Nnamdi Kanu. His health condition is deteriorating seriously, according to what they told us. And with all of that, it won't be so nice to hear a negative story coming out from DSS, at least for him to be given proper attention when it comes to his health. Because just like these guys have said, his cousin have said, if anything happens to him, then Southeast will be the starting point. And before we know, it will affect everything apart from just Nigeria as a country. It will affect our image outside the shores of Africa and even in the international community. Shockingly, a lot of Nigerians are enjoying so much succor outside Nigeria and getting lofty appointments from different states. For example, one in Ebong, who is a Nigerian resident in the United States of America, was appointed, into a very strategic position in the United States of America, just to show you that Nigeria is still being considered as one country that have so much reasonable and valued human resources. let's try to see how, not just to make those people they enjoy themselves. Let's try to see how we can restore peace in the country by all means, just to see how at least we can start enjoying ourselves, and a lot of things will cease happening. Because for me, I'm tired of all the stories of war, these fighting, insurgency, kidnapping, and all of that. Whatever can be done to put that under strict control will be highly welcome. However, that's just my humble opinion. Just go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position on what Horiwa have to tell the president, and also what the family of